Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today, also on behalf of the entire Renewable Carbon Initiative. My name is Svenja Dahl from Nova Institute, and today here I'm introducing one of our members, the LENZING group. As representative here with me, Mr. Dr. Inge Lohninger. He is head of funding, monitoring, and research and development, and he holds a PhD in chemistry of the University of Graz. I would also like to give a short introduction of the company itself. LENZING Group is an innovative leader in wood-based cellulose fibers and counts more than 7,000 employees worldwide. And properties such as biodegradability and the consistently high quality of the cellulose or the LENZING cellulose fibers make them the ideal product for example, hygiene products, the garment industry, but also for application in the agricultural sector. And Josef, where does your motivation come from to do even more than your company is actually doing with regard to sustainability, and where are the connection points with renewable carbon?
Yeah, hello, also welcome from my side. And yeah, I'd like to start that I'm really excited how the Renewable Carbon Initiative is developing and that LENZING is a part of it. And the really simple answer why we are part of the Renewable Carbon Initiative, that it's just the right thing to do. We are facing a lot of global challenges like the climate change, then a lack of resources, an upcoming lack of resources. So there is action to be taken, and LENZING takes this responsibility really serious. We see ourselves as a sustainability leader. We are a sustainability leader. And so that's why we really got engaged with the Renewable Carbon Initiative. So one example is that, sustainability for us, it's not just a slogan, it's part of our DNA. And it's also a big driver for all innovations we are doing. So coming from R&D, so I'm really in deep contact with sustainability and also with carbon, because our fibers are made out of carbon. And LENZING has, for example, science-based targets to reduce our CO2 emissions until 2030 by half and to become CO2 neutral by 2050. Another example for already being active in this field is that LENZING was the first company to introduce cellulosic fibers containing a recycled content on an industrial scale. I think that's important, really, an industrial scale to the market. That's our so-called tensile lyocell fibers, which are made using the fiber technology. And I said for us that the connection to renewable carbon is really straightforward. Also, we know it's often not perceived by consumers or even partners along the value chains. The raw material for our fibers is cellulose, which comes directly from wood. So our fibers are coming from the forests.
Okay. And my next question to you would be, which renewable carbon source do you want to use in the future? So I hear that you use biomass.
We were strong using biomass. This is the foundation. So I think we are really strong in one of the pillars of the renewable carbon. So biomass, wood, we will continue to use this. And I also mentioned we recently, some years ago, started recycling. So used clothings, all textiles, leftovers from textiles production, so that we really want to reintegrate again into the fiber business, so to make new fibers out of them, so then we can feed them in the chain, so becoming more and more circular. So this is the second topic we are really focusing on, the recycling. We're also looking about other raw materials, other plants, other residual streams from various value chains. But this is something we really have to look deep into, because it's not only an economic question, but also an ecological point of view. So this is something quite difficult, but we are also looking into this, but focus clearly on recycling. There we see the biggest potential also for a rather fast upscale. So second pillar, recycling, I think that we will grow in the future. And the third one, the capture and usage of carbon dioxide. We are not doing this at the moment. Not ourselves, the trees are doing this for us, but ourselves, that's also something we are looking into. We have first ideas, first concepts, because as I said, we want to become carbon neutral until 2050, and CO2 usage capture is one of the possibilities we are evaluating there.
Okay, thank you, Josef. I will jump a little bit to topic. I hear that until now it was generally agreed that the wipe made 100% from cellulose fibers could not offer the same performance as a wipe made from synthetic fibers. However, LENZING succeeded. You developed such a wipe made from 100% of cellulose fibers and has the same performance as a synthetic wipe. So I'm curious, could you tell us more about this innovation?
Yeah, for sure. Gladly do this. So many people in the industry still think, and it's a strong belief, that they need synthetic fibers to have a wipe of the desired properties. On the other hand, consumers are often not aware that wipes that are made of synthetic fibers, so that they are made of plastic. They think, okay, this looks like a paper, so it is natural based, but in fact, most wipes on the market today contain up to 80% of synthetic fibers, polyester, polypropylene. And of course, the production is also very optimized towards these fibers. So here we teamed up with partners along the whole value chain, and because we cannot solve the problem ourselves, we can support the fibers, we can fine-tune the fibers, but it's also a lot in the production chain, so you have to team up. So this is, I think, also linkage to the Renewable Carbon Initiative. Here also companies are teaming up to find together a solution. And together with the partners, we could find a processing way, we could find the correct fibers, a correct way of processing to obtain cellulosic wipes, which have the same properties as wipes containing synthetic fibers. One of the major things was the bulkiness, because cellulosic fibers tend to collapse when they are wet. Another thing was the strength, and we not just succeeded to have the same properties as wipes with synthetic fibers, we even got better. So we have now a higher strength, but of course you have to adjust your machines, your production parameters. So but it can be done. So put a lot of effort into this, but now it's possible to produce 100% cellulosic wipes with the same properties or even better properties than what is in the market.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, and congratulations again. I hope you will succeeded and hit the market. And this would already lead me to my final question. What are LENZING goals in the Renewable Carbon Initiative, and what do you hope to achieve within the initiative?
Yes, so for me and for the whole company, the unique thing about the Renewable Carbon Initiative is that it's really focusing on the materials. So, there's a lot of things now focusing on energy and fuels, decarbonization is a big buzzword, and that's happening a lot, but you should also focus on the materials, because for materials you need carbon. It's the basic building block. So it's really important, where does the carbon come from? And with the 3 pillars within the Renewable Carbon Initiative, I think this is the way forward to also greening all this value chains here, not just focusing on the energy, but focusing on the materials itself, and to keep fossil carbon locked in the ground, because we have these 3 alternatives. So I think for me, this is a great concept. And as I said before, within the Carbon Initiative, we want to partner with other companies to have more impact, to make people, to make society, and also the scientific community, politics aware about this concept. So it's about teaming up, partnering, and finding best solutions for the problems I already mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for sharing this great vision and these great goals, and also telling us about your great innovation. And of course, I would also like to thank our viewers out there for joining us today. And dear viewers, if you are now interested in LENZING's activities, our other members, or the entire renewable carbon concept, please note the web address in the final credits of this video. And thanks again, Josef, and I hope we can see us next time, and bye.
Okay, it was a pleasure. Bye. See you.
Bye.